What's up guys, Lisa here. Today I'm going to be talking about college, more specifically the application process and how I decided that I wanted to attend IIT. First, I want to talk about some statistics of mine just so you guys can get a feel for what kind of student I was in high school. Now to begin with, I was a straight A student. I got straight A's my entire 4 years in high school. I was an overachiever. Yes, that was me. I was that one person staying after school every single day just so that I knew what was going on, and also because I did, all these extracurricular activities. As far as my GPA goes, I know that obviously my unweighted was a 4.0. For my weighted, I want to say it was around 4.4 or something. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't take the ACT, but I did take the SAT a total of 4 times. Yes, I know. Everyone that I tell is like, why did you take it 4 times? That's crazy. I didn't even want to take it a second time, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, overachiever, okay? The first time that I took it, which is, like the National US Day or whatever, was April 10th. And that day was with the essay, and I got a 1270, which isn't that bad, but it wasn't what I wanted. See, since I was like a junior, I was like, I'm gonna get a 1300. So I was a little sad that I didn't reach the 1300 goal, but it was fine. I was like, I could take it again, it's whatever. So I signed up to take it again in June, but this time without the essay. And guess what I got? 1230. You can imagine how disappointed I was. So I signed up to take it again, this time in August. And that time I got a 1260, which was okay, I guess, because, I went up from the last time I had taken it, but I was still below what I had originally gotten, so that was really discouraging. And I was just like, I guess I'll just stick to the 1270, because, by that time I was already a senior, so I was gonna have to start picking up the speed with like all these assignments and personal statements and college applications, so there was gonna be a lot going on. So I was just like, I guess I'll just have to stick with that. But one day, our teachers told us that the school would be having another SAT day at our school, which, by the way, is like a 10 to 15 minute walk from my house. So as you can imagine, it takes like 3 seconds driving to get there. And basically, I was like, it's the last time I'm gonna be taking the SAT. Let's just do it. Like, I'm over it. Let's just last time, one more time. And that one was for October. And I went in, and it just felt like any other regular SAT, honestly. I've always felt like the practice SAT that the school would give us was much more difficult than the actual SAT that College Board gave out. So I took it, and we didn't find out until like 2 months, maybe a month and a half, what my score was. And the day that I found out, I literally was laying on this bed. I checked as soon as I woke up because it was on a school day that I found out, and I literally screamed. I screamed, okay? I was so happy because I got a 1380. Yes. Now I know there's people out there who are getting literally perfect scores, and people that are getting like 1500s and stuff, but I was so happy with myself just because I knew that I had taken it so many times already, and I was so fed up with taking these damn standardized tests. But I pushed myself to take it a 4th time, and I got the highest score I had ever gotten. And like, I remember sitting in my world history class when my principal came in, and she like asked to talk to me, and she was like, I'm so happy that you got a 1380. Like, everyone was really excited for me, and like every staff member knew about it too, and I was just like, damn, y'all really talking about me like that? Yeah, I was really happy because I pushed myself to do better. That just goes to show that you should never give up. Never give up, okay guys? The next thing I want to talk about is how many colleges I actually applied to. I am a low-income student, which meant that I would be able to basically apply to as many schools as College Board would allow me to without having to pay any fees. I actually applied to 23 schools but was only accepted to 10. I applied to a lot of selective schools like Harvard and Yale and MIT just to see if I would get in, but obviously I didn't. It's okay though, because I'm happy where I am now. Again, with me being a low-income student and an overachiever, I applied to a lot of scholarships. I honestly don't know how many. I was lucky enough to get 2. The first one that I received was the Venture Foundation Scholarship, which gives me $10K a year, so it racks up to a total of $40K. I also received the Burger King scholarship. That one was just $1K, which I'm still happy about because literally any free money that you can get is good. I'm not gonna name all the schools that I was accepted into, but I will tell you the 3 top schools that I was deciding between. That was Colorado College, Carleton College, and Illinois Tech. During the summer of my junior to my senior year, I was applying to lots of fly-in programs, and I was lucky enough to be accepted into Experience Colorado College. So Colorado College basically flew me out from Chicago to Colorado Springs, and I got to be there at the school for a couple days, and I loved it, honestly. The only thing I really didn't like was that it was in a small town, and me being from Chicago, I am used to being in a big city. What really got me into Colorado College was their block plan, which basically is you taking 1 class for every 3 weeks and a half, and then after that you get like a little break, and then you start another class. I really liked it because it just gave you more flexibility in being able to like go out and explore with your classes and stuff, no matter what field you were going into. So that's what I personally really liked about it, and then it'd make it easier to go study abroad, which I really want to do. Now, Colorado College does cost $70,000 a year, but with everything going into my financial aid, excluding my scholarships, actually, they would charge me $3,000 a year, which including my scholarships would basically mean that I would pay nothing. Throughout my high school career, the teachers were very, very important to me, which is why I was drawn to Carleton College, because they were ranked number 1 for having like the best teachers in the US basically, and I was like, oh, I want to be able to have that connection with my teachers. And I went to like an interview with Carleton. The representative was talking to me about how the teachers even go and like have dinner with the students, and I was like, that's a little weird, but you know, like the fact that the students are able to connect so well with their teachers made me excited about going. And I was actually able to visit literally the weekend before May 1st, which by the way is decision day. When I went, I was able to go for free, I guess you could say, because they did give me a $250 travel subsidy. I think that's how you say it. I only had to pay like $30. I had to fly out to Minnesota, and then I had to go on a car ride, but it was basically like a bus because like it had its stops and everything. I had fun while I was at Carleton, but the only problem that I had was I wasn't able to connect with the students really. Carleton College and Colorado College are both predominantly white institutions, and it was something that I was really thinking about when I was deciding where I wanted to go, because I wanted some diversity, you know. Carleton is estimated to be around $71K per year, but they were only going to charge me $4K a year. But as I said before, with my scholarships, I wouldn't have to pay anything. After visiting all 3 schools, I realized that the best option for me was to go to Illinois Tech. I was lucky enough to be given the Collins Scholarship from IIT, which basically paid for full tuition and fees, as well as gave me a $4K housing scholarship for any of the residence halls, waived my enrollment deposit, which was $300, as well as would cover a 5th year if I decided to go into a coal terminal degree. A coal terminal degree at IIT basically means that I would be able to get both my master's and my bachelor's within the 5 years, which I was like, whoa. Because as my teachers told me in high school, when you're a graduate, you don't get any federal aid. So that was a little scary when I found that out. I was like, wow, why did no one tell me this? Ugh. The other thing about IIT is that it's close to home. Now, it's not necessarily the fact that it's literally a 15-minute drive from my house, but the fact that it's so close to Chicago, because I absolutely love Chicago. You know, I've grown up here, and I've just learned to love the city more and more every single time I go downtown, and it's like I don't want to leave for that. That was a big problem with Carleton and Colorado College, was that they were more in a secluded place and not necessarily around a big city. That's not to say that I wouldn't find, you know, my place at the school or whatever, but I love Chicago too much to leave it, basically. And I wasn't even planning on going to IIT until I was informed about the Collins scholarship, when they finally like explained to me that they would pay for the 5th year for me to get my master's. And I was like, yo, I will be dorming at IIT though, so I will be away from home. It's a home away from home, as they like to say. I have been to my dorm and I have decorated already, which I am very excited about. Classes start the 19th, which I'm a little nervous, but it's okay because it's like an excited and nervous kind of feeling. So it's gonna be Gucci. Ooh, cringy. I will give you guys a dorm tour just so you can see what's going on, and I will talk about IIT more specifically in another video, just for those who are also thinking about possibly going to IIT. That is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Feel free to look back at my old videos if you haven't already. I really worked hard on the last one, and if you don't know what Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide is, are you even living? I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, a wonderful year, and a wonderful life. I hope to see you all soon. Bye!